So stage 2, it is gonna be a kind of cool topic. I guess you can relate it as a Halloween game. At least for the most part, some people say it is, some people say it's not. But to me, I think it is in a way because you can kill like people here too, and it's regarding the game.
Mystery.
I know, right?
It can get scary, that's for sure.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's true. It's the game we're talking about right now is Among Us. I know it's been going around lately, and I felt like it's kind of like a cool topic to talk about now. Like I said, it's been out for a while now, but it's a pretty cool
But
game.
it became like really popular, that game.
Like Fall Guys out of nowhere.
Nowhere,
dude.
yeah.
Well, Fall Guys came out and it became popular. Among Us has been out 2+ years
Yeah,
already.
that's
Oh,
correct.
has it really? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's
Oh,
been around
man.
for a while, man. It's just that COVID, man, make this thing explode. Like people were like craving into social things, and this thing was it in gaming. There's nothing like it in gaming right now.
Damn,
We
that's
probably
crazy. I didn't know
we
that.
probably don't need to explain this game to like 90% of our audience, but
No, they know what it is.
They'll know
I mean-
by the thumbnail.
all right, well, fuck it, never mind. I
No,
can't.
but I believe that what is interesting is what you just said, Chris. The fact that it's been out for so long and now it just exploded in popularity. I believe it has something to do with what's going on. Which, by the way, what's going on right now in the world, if that's not creepy, I don't know what it is. So I mean, it's like something creepy makes something like seems a little bit creepier, became popular because it's creepy. It's really interesting. It's like a redundance on creepiness, like snowballing down.
I get like legit anxiety when I'm the imposter. I'm just gonna tell you guys, I am the worst imposter. I'm not good at it.
That means that you're not a good liar, man.
I'm not a good liar.
He's an honest man.
I start dude, I want to laugh like immediately. Like I'm a horrible poker player. I'm a horrible liar. I can't. Being the imposter is stressful. Which, by the way, if you quit the game because you didn't get imposter, fuck you.
I know, right? Seriously, dude.
Come on,
Seriously.
man.
I
I prefer being crewmate.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, again, I played a little bit of the tutorial. I haven't been able to sit down and play with people. Is it really popular being the imposter? Like that's what people want to be?
Yeah, it's the part. So I guess we should talk. I have some experience with the game.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be asking you, and I'm the audience that hasn't played it. If there's such a thing, like I'm gonna be that guy.
So being the imposter is definitely what I would say most people, 95% of people would consider to be fun because the imposter is the only one that has the ability to kill, the ability to vent, which is warping around.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, what I think most people would consider to be fun is then you get to lie. And most people play this, well, not most statistically, but a lot of people play this in Discord groups where it's a house rule to once you're dead, you can no longer talk until the entire game is over. That's pretty much the general consensus among everybody. And also, which I only learned maybe a couple weeks ago, even if you're doing a voice call with your friends, you cannot talk unless a meeting is being held. So if it's easier for the killer to get away with it. And yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's fun. It's just, I think some people thrive on that, and then lying and then making up alibis for, no, I was in electrical. What are you talking about?
So I got a noob question, and I believe you just mentioned it, but I just want to be really specific. So when I was watching videos about it, I was like, okay, so when they're discussing this and you get killed, like how can they not hear you anymore? So you were telling me that on Discord, it's like a implicit rule that if they kill you, you just gotta mute yourself or something like that.
So yeah, so it's pretty much, it's not built in, but
okay,
it's like a universal rule amongst everybody that if you're dead, shut up. Because if not, the problem is that if you allow talking during the round,
yeah, you're gonna give them away.
You'd be like, it's hey, Bob just killed me, and the game's over. Like.
Not even that. Even if you want to be like a little bit like unspeakable, still like based on what you're saying, maybe who you're angered to or who you're just basically talking to, like you detecting that. I mean, let's say you kill me in this game, and I'm just blabbing my mouth. I'm gonna be like in my mind a little bit salty with you, and if you talk and say a lie, I will be like suspicious because my voice will. I mean, you will notice it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a house rule that you can only talk during meetings, and meetings, for if you haven't played the game, can only be called if somebody goes to the little meeting table, or if somebody finds a dead body, you can report the dead body. But also the imposter can also report the dead body, which is self-reporting, which is like, I mean, I don't play poker, but I assume there's some analogy there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just doubling down on the lie.
Basically, you mislead the whole group, and there's a lot of strategy to winning. So that's what makes this game so interesting, man.
It's also for me, just like for me, real quick. This is gonna be so left field, but I'm a really big fan of games like Castle Crashers, which is made on the Flash engine. And that the Among Us looks like and feels like a Newgrounds game. And that's just really, for me, it touches an interesting nostalgia thing to have like a multiplayer.
Homeboy said Newgrounds, bro. That's
dude.
There was a rumor. I mean, I heard this somewhere, and I know if any of you guys can clarify this to me. I heard that they were making the sequel to this game before its popularity exploded, and then because this one became so popular, they just stopped making the sequel. They kind of hold it up. Is that true, or this is?
That's not even a rumor. That's in the in-game news.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I started playing when I started playing it, maybe 2 months ago, if even, there was like patch notes like, "Hey, working on Among Us 2. Excited for what you guys are gonna see. You know, get ready, get hype, whatever." And then probably a month and a half ago, after the resurgence of whether it be COVID or Twitch or whatever made Among Us so insanely popular, they put out an update that said, we're no longer going to do Among Us 2. We're just going to provide updates for this one.
Yeah, it makes sense, dude. They might as well, man. I mean, they might as well just incorporate what they were going to do in the sequel, just do updates and patches for the one that they currently have right now. So that way the game just evolves over time. I mean, they'll make their money that way too. I mean, it makes more sense.
It's a smart move. It's a smart move as a business. I mean, again, I don't want to talk about business and how spooky week, but it's like, yeah, like if that game just basically got his grip now, yeah, let's just hold up a little bit. Let's just squeeze this game as much as we can. I mean, here's the thing though, and I'm gonna say this right now. I don't want this game to become like eternally this. Like, please release part 2 at some point. It doesn't have to be right now, but yeah, man. I mean, like, just don't become a World of Warcraft, please don't.
I think it's gonna die, man. I think it's gonna go really hard for another 2, 3, 4 months, and then it's just gonna fall.
Yeah, as soon they said we're gonna release part. Let's say the game start dying, they say we're gonna release part 2. People just for curiosity, they're gonna jump in.
Yeah,
I think Fall Guys is already getting immensely less popular, and that game feels, I mean, I'm not sidebarring anything. That game feels better than ever. I mean, they finally got it out of alpha, and it feels incredible.
I don't know, man. If we talk about that game, I kind of felt that game was gonna pass through. I don't know why, man. I played it, and it was amazing. The little bit I played, but I kind of came to realize after my 100 run that it wasn't gonna get better than that. Even if they added maps, man. That the little things were just gonna be the same things to me. I don't know, man. Maybe some other fans out there love it to the death and say, hey, this is gonna be like the best thing ever. But I felt that popularity of that game was gonna drop. With this one though, with Among Us, it's just because it's so based on what the players said. It's just basically a debate game.
Yeah,
I believe it's way more complex than Fall Guys. Like,
you're right. You're right. It's got a communication aspect. It's got a human aspect that forces it.
It's very difficult to replicate that in an effective way, the same way that they have done it. That's why I see more like this game is gonna be more longevity. That's the word.
Longevity.
Yeah, than Fall Guys for sure.
I think you're right. So you guys, I know that you guys said that you haven't played it really. I want to know, you guys have both seen a lot. I'm just curious. We never really talk about like who you guys watch. We should
play together at some point.
That would be really fun. We could record it.
We should do that. Be cool,
man. Bustos, man, and we can do it.
Oh man,
that would be fun.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Shout out to Bustos right there.
I know, right?
Let's not talk. We weren't going to talk business. That's not spooky. I want to talk about what creators you guys are watching, because I mean, I know it's everybody, but I'm curious if you guys had like a go-to, like who you watch online that's been playing.
I watched two. I watched Dashi and Corey Kenshin.
I don't know either of those people.
Yeah, dude, they're pretty big, bro. They got over 5 million subs.
You know how big YouTube is?
Yeah.
There's so many creator man. I was watching Alana Pierce, which has.
I've been watching Alana,
and she was covering that game the other day, and then I don't know who else I watched, but I watched someone else. It might have been Dashi, man, but I just watched so many people. Dashi's basically the guy that plays Mario Kart and Super Mario in a hardcore, super hard level, and it's just basically overreacting to everything that happens to him.
No, but in this game though, nah, you gotta watch his shit though. His stuff is pretty. Dude, he's pretty slick, dog. I'm not gonna lie, man.
The ones that snuck a watch in for me was I watched Alana Pierce. I watched her also again on Game Grumps when she played with Aaron and Dan. I watched Critical, and then
was it cartoons? Like you guys?
Yeah, no, I was like I saw a couple of the cartoons, but mostly I've been watching. Oh, and Funhouse. Funhouse was the last one that I watched. But yeah, everyone's playing this. We can get on this whenever. It's fun. We play just for fun, man.
Yeah, it is a good game, man. I believe it's well thought. I don't know if that this was the intention, but man, it's working. Like whatever the developers were like in play, because remember, part of this game to work, it's based on the player. Like there's so much that the developer can do on the visual side of play, but the meat of the game is the discussion. And the only thing that the developer does is just put the big word on the screen that says discuss. Everything else depends on the players.
I'm not even certain if the game has built-in like lobby, like voice lobby.
That was my question, man. I don't know. Does it?
I think everyone does Discord. I think everyone gets like, hey, get on Discord. We're playing Among Us.
And then you meet yourself. So there's like an honor code as well. So it's,
there might be voice in game, but I don't think so.
I don't know,
because there would be so many trolls being like, this is the guy that just did ruining every game.
That's what I'm saying. I believe this game is kind of those games that you prefer to play with people that you know for the most part, just because you want to maintain that honor code at all times. But
there's a good chance you haven't seen them in 7 months, so let's play a game together.
Yeah, I was really intrigued by the fact when I was watching videos that they kill the person and then all of a sudden that nobody can hear him and he could speak with the ghost. So I mean, it makes me believe, okay, this is an honor code. They're switching Discord channels. That this is when you die, you just go to this channel and you don't talk anymore with the people up top. But then when they're discussing, they move up again to the channel just to hear them, but they're muted. It's kind of interesting how that works. I thought that was maybe something in game, but if you're telling me that most people prefer to do it in Discord and it's an honor thing, it's very interesting that the players are basically like abide to those rules. And
I mean, it's like if you didn't play Monopoly by the rules, and I really think this game is a very like almost more board game than it is video game. I mean, it has a clear rule set, and you have to follow them, or it's not fun.
And I believe that makes it great. It's just that you hit the nail on the head. It's that right line right there between a video game and a board game, and that's what makes it beautiful, to be honest.
It's also and we haven't talked about it at all. The tasks that you do when you're a crewmate are like playing 1,000 tiny flash games.
Yeah,
I mean, they're so simple, but it's so satisfying. And even if you get killed, you can still help your crew as a ghost. I don't know. There's a lot of beauty and simplicity. And those connect the yellow wire to the yellow wire and blow the leaves out.